Hi, I'm Ashley and I would like to welcome you to Breathe Yoga. So for today's practice, we will start standing, so go ahead and find your way to the front of your mat. And we will practice some balance poses today, so I just want you to work on focus, your drishti, which is your focal point, and working at a place that serves you and where you are today. So go ahead and bring your feet about hips distance apart and rock forward and backward on your feet until you find that place that you feel comfortable. And your feet are where you're going to root into the earth. So big toe, pinky toe, and either side of the heel. Put a little bend in your knees and go ahead and shrug your shoulders up to your ears and roll them down and back. Notice if you have those little crunchies around your shoulder blades. Do that again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down and back. One more time like that, and this time take a cleansing breath. Big breath in, and exhale, sigh. Now turn your hands palm forward if that's available to you. And I want you to go ahead and just close your eyes here for a moment and begin to connect to your breath, relaxing across your face, putting a little space in between your teeth to relax your jaw. And if your tongue is pressing into the roof of your mouth, just go ahead and relax your tongue. And begin to deepen your breath as that feels good to you. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Ujjayi breath, if you know how, breath with sound. So almost a sound as you breathe in and an ah sound as you breathe out, even though your lips are somewhat closed. As you breathe here, take a moment to set an intention for your practice today. And notice that even though you're standing on both feet, that your body kind of shifts side to side to find its equilibrium, checking with how your balance feels today. Now from here, I want you to press through the balls of the feet, big toe, pinky toe, either side of the heel. And imagine pulling some energy up through the arches of the feet. As you do this, engage the front of the legs, the quads. And now from here, pull your belly button toward your spine. So thinking about putting on your tightest pair of pants, we're going to engage the bandhas. So from the base of the spine up to the sternum. Pull your belly button up towards your heart, and you might feel like you want to drop your chin to your chest here and maybe just round the rib cage over slightly to meet the pelvis. Reaching your fingertips to the earth, you should feel a lot of energy circulating through your core. So I want you to just be aware of what this feels like as we practice today, so that when we move into our balance poses, that you are engaging through the core to help you hold your balance. One more breath here. And now relax, feel the difference. Inhale, sweep the arms up. As you do, take your right hand, wrap it around the left wrist, pull up on that wrist, and exhale to the right. Keeping length in the spine, allowing that stretch to happen all the way from the hip, but keeping the core engaged so you're not collapsing in the rib cage. Pressing through both feet just like we were in Tadasana or mountain pose. Inhale, lifting back to a neutral place. Take your left hand, wrap it around the right wrist. Palm of the hand faces the earth. Pull up slightly, and then exhale over. And just notice which side of the body feels different than the other. Make sure you're not collapsing that shoulder down. You want to open up the heart center. Inhaling back to center, sweep the arms behind you. Take your right hand, wrap it around the left wrist, and make a butterfly wing on that right side. Relax that shoulder down and back. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Make sure you're not locking out your knees. Keep a little micro bend in the knees as that feels good to you. Jaw relaxed. And then maybe if you need a little bit more, you just drop that chin down toward the shoulder. If you go anywhere today and it's too much for you, just go back to the place that you were before. If you dropped your chin to the shoulder, just slowly lift the chin and then inhale, lift the head up. Change your butterfly wing to the left side, shoulders down and back. Take a breath and then drop left ear, left shoulder. And just notice which side of the neck has more tension today. Notice if you feel this pull down into the top of the shoulder. And then maybe you drop the chin down to the shoulder if that feels good. Again, relaxing that shoulder down and back, not locking out the knees, jaw is relaxed, tongue is relaxed from pressing into the roof of the mouth, and just focusing on the breath. If you dropped your chin to your shoulder, just slowly lift the chin and inhale the head up, release the hands, and as you do, big breath in, sweep the arms up as we move into half sun salutations, forward fold, Uttanasana. Putting a bend in the knees as that feels good to you, relaxing your head. Inhale, halfway lengthen your spine, making an L shape, shoulder blades pulled together and away from the ears. Exhale, forward fold. Again, bend your knees as much as you need. Reverse swan dive. Press through your feet. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. If you're still tight, widen the feet or put a bigger bend in the knees. We're going to do that again. Inhale, sweep up, big breath. Exhale, lead with your breath, leading with the heart. Let your breath guide your movement. Inhale, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, then you forward fold. Reverse swan dive. Inhale all the way up, engaging through the core. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time like this. Big breath in. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, flat back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive. Inhale all the way up. And exhale your hands to your heart. Now from here, walk your feet in, big toes touching, inch or two space between the heels. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. As you exhale, exhale into chair pose, Utkatasana. Relax your shoulders down and back. And I want you to take a look down at your feet. Can you see your toes? Give them a little wiggle to make sure the weight's in the heels. And then notice what you're doing with your back and your core. If you're overarching through the back, I want you to tuck your pelvis just slightly, but not so much that you're rounding out. Find a neutral spine. Sink about a ½ inch lower. One more round of breath. And on your next exhale, forward fold, walking your feet to hips distance. Inhale, halfway lengthen your spine. As you exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank position, top of a push-up. Hands directly under the shoulders. If it's available to you to stay on the balls of the feet, stay on the balls of the feet for just a few rounds of breath. Big starfish hinge, shoulders relax, belly strong. Now, wherever you are in your ability today, I want you to go ahead and drop to the knees and exhale, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana, elbows snug to the body, no butterfly wings. And we're going to inhale, scoop up to low cobra, shoulders down and back. Squeeze your glutes, press the tops of the feet into the floor. Maybe lift your hands to see if you're using your muscles to hold yourself up. Exhale down, press to the knees, curl the toes under, downward facing dog. Once you get there, just pedal through the feet and just play in your downward dog just to work out any tension down the backs of the legs. Pressing your chest toward your toes, breathing. On your next exhale, bend your knees quite a lot. Look forward, step forward to meet your hands, feet together, big toes touching, inch or two space between the heels. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold, reverse swan dive, inhale all the way up, and as you exhale, exhale back into your chair pose, Utkatasana. Breathe. Now you can stay here if this serves you. If you want to challenge your balance a little bit, go ahead and bring your hands to heart center. Look to the earth, find your focal point or your drishti, and maybe try to press up onto the balls of your feet. Squeeze your thighs together, breathe, core strong. If you want a little bit more and you want to challenge your balance even more, you're going to slowly lower all the way down into tiptoe pose. Once you get there, maybe take your hands out to airplane arms and challenge your balance. Spread your fingers, eyes on a focal point, breathe. One more breath. On your next inhale, we're going to come all the way back up to standing. Inhale, reach your hands to the sky. Try to stay onto the toes to the best of the ability. Belly is nice and strong. And then exhale, lower down. Walk your feet to hips distance, and then feel free to shake out those legs if you need to. Inhale, sweep the arms up, big breath. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, flat back. Inhale, halfway lengthen. As you exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank position, top of a push-up. On the toes or the knees, you choose. Exhale, lower down with control, elbows snug to the body. Inhale, scoop up, low or high cobra. I'm gonna stay low today. Exhale down, press to the knees, curl the toes under, downward facing dog. Take a breath. On your next exhale, step the right foot forward into a crescent lunge. Press through that front heel, inhale, rise up. When you get there, take your hands to the sky and slightly rotate the pinkies in. Now what I want you to check in with is what you're doing with your legs. If you're wobbly side to side, make sure you have at least hips distance between your feet. This is a balance pose. Pull the right hip back, press the left hip forward, pull the pelvis down if you're dipping, and then tuck the pelvis just slightly. You might feel a really yummy stretch here as well. Just breathing, checking in with how you feel today, checking in with your balance. And again, you can look to the earth, finding a focal point if that helps you. One more breath here. And on your next exhale, bring your hands to the earth. Step the right foot back to meet the left, plank position. Again, drop to the knees if you need to. Chaturanga Dandasana. Exhale, low down. Inhale, scoop up. Find your way to downward facing dog. When you get to down dog, just go ahead and take a breath. Smooth out your heart rate, your breath rate. Take a breath in, and on your next exhale, step the left foot forward. Inhale, rising up. And now try to find that place where your pelvis is a bowl of water. It's not dipping, you're pulling down, you're pulling back, you're tucking. Everything is lined up parallel to the earth. And then take your hands to the sky. Remember, your core is engaged. That's going to help you remain in your balance pose and give you control. One more breath here. On your next exhale, bring your hands to the earth. Step your right foot forward to meet your left, hips distance, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen, and this time we're going to stay here. Bend your knees quite a lot and let your body just rest on the fronts of your legs. Relax your head, your shoulders. Breathe. If it feels good to you, you can bend your elbows, wrap your hands around your elbows, let your body sway. And if you want a little bit more here through the chest, the shoulders, take your hands behind your back. You can wrap your hands around your wrist or interlace your fingers. Let your fists fall forward. Slowly make a circle with your head clockwise, counterclockwise. Shake your head yes to having balance. Shake your head no to chaos. Take a big breath in. Exhale, side out. Release your hands and then step back to plank position, top of a push-up. Belly nice and strong. From here, we're going to shift straight back to downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Exhale, shifting straight back. And again, you can pedal through the feet as that feels good to you. Just working out any tension down the backs of the legs. This time, inhale the right foot up behind you. As you exhale, pull the knee in toward the chest and step through crescent lunge. Inhale, rise up. Relax your shoulders. Find your focal point if you need to. From here, we're just going to step forward and challenge our balance and get used to what that feels like for our next pose. So when you're ready to move on, first bring your hands to heart center. Look to the earth, find your focal point. Take a breath in. And exhale, shift the weight forward and just let that foot hover. One more breath here. And then slowly release. And then just give yourself a little rock side to side. We're going to do that again on the left side. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, flat back. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back, plank position. Exhale, lower down with control, elbows snug to the body. Inhale, scoop up, low, high cobra. Find your way downward facing dog. Press your chest toward your toes. Take a breath. Inhale, left foot up behind you. Exhale, step forward, crescent lunge. Inhale, rise up. Relax your shoulders, adjust your pelvis. Look to the earth, find your focal point. Bring your hands to heart center. Take a breath in. Exhale, shift forward. And just let yourself hover. Now you'll notice I had to step my foot down. One side of my balance is going to be different than the other, and that's normal. One more breath here. and release that, and then shake that out. So we're going to add on to that, moving into Virabhadrasana 3 in our next rotation. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, flat back. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back, plank position, top of a push-up. Exhale, lower down, elbows snug, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, scoop up, low, high cobra. Find your way downward facing dog, pressing your chest toward your toes. Breathe, pedal through the feet. On your next inhale, lift the right foot up behind you. As you exhale, step forward, crescent lunge. Press through your feet, inhale, rise up. Relax your shoulders, pelvis is adjusted. Now from here, we're going to move into Virabhadrasana 3 or Warrior 3. Take it slowly, use your breath, engage your core. As you're ready, bring your hands to heart center. Relax your shoulders. Take a big breath in. Exhale, shift the weight into the front foot. The back foot is still flexed. The hips are still square. The core is engaged. And you're just going to slowly hinge into the right hip. Looking to the earth to find a focal point. If you need support, you can press your hands into your right thigh just above the knee. If you want to take your arms out to airplane arms, spread your fingers. Or if you want to challenge your balance here, reach your hands out in front of you, thumbs up, shoulders relaxed. One more breath here. Now bring your hands to heart center wherever you are and see how gracefully you can step back into your crescent lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms up, and exhale, forward fold, bringing your hands to the earth. From here, we're going to take a crescent twist. Left hand directly under the left shoulder. Take a breath in. Exhale, reach your right hand to the sky. Notice if your hips are pressing to the side. If they are, pull them back toward the back corner of the mat. Engage your back muscles. Breathe. One more breath. And now slowly bring that right hand to the earth. Step the right foot back to meet the left plank position. You can skip the chaturanga and press straight back to down dog, or take it if that serves you better today. Once you get to downward facing dog, find your breath, smooth it out. If you struggled on that side, just take a cleansing breath, let it go. Inhale, left foot up behind you. As you exhale, step forward, crescent lunge. Inhale, rise up. Relax your shoulders. Breathe. Now get rooted here. If you feel wobbly side to side, make sure you're set up into your lunge where you feel good. You want at least hips distance. You find your focal point. Your core is strong before you move on. And then once you get to that place that you want to move on, bring your hands to heart center. Take a breath. And exhale, shift the weight forward. Back foot is still flexed, press through the heel. Hips are still square, belly strong, slowly hinge into the hip. Now again, one side of your balance is going to be more challenging than the other. Use your breath. Maybe you need a little support. Maybe you want to try airplane arms. Maybe you want to challenge your core and your balance, reaching the arms out in front of you. Keep your jaw relaxed. One more breath. Bring your hands to heart center and then see how gracefully you can step back into your lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms up. As you exhale, exhale your hands to the earth, preparing for crescent twist. Right hand directly under the right shoulder, big breath, and then exhale, open the chest up to the left, reaching your left hand to the sky, pulling the hips back to the back of the mat. One more breath here. Bring that left hand to the earth. Step the left foot back to meet the right plank position. This is your last chaturanga. Exhale, lower down. Elbows snug to the body. Inhale, scoop up, shoulders down and back. Exhale down. Press to the knees. Find your way to your last downward facing dog. Once you get there, just play just a bit. Whatever feels good to you, pedaling the feet, rocking the hips side to side. 2 more rounds of breath here. One more breath. And on your next exhale, find a child's pose. Bring your knees to the earth, big toes together, knees apart, sit back on your heels, walk your hands forward just slightly, let your forehead rest on the earth. And I want you to connect to your breath here. If you need to rock hip to hip, eyebrow to eyebrow, just work out any tension and let your body settle into its space. One more breath here. Now from here, press into your hands. Use your hands to walk yourself up to a seated position, and you're going to extend your legs out long in front of you. And as you do, just go ahead and roll those thighs in just slightly. If you need a strap here for your seated forward fold, wrap the strap around the balls of the feet, or you can just follow me. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And as you exhale, forward fold about halfway into your point of tightness. Hinging into the hips, shoulders are relaxed. Inhale, let your body rise. And exhale, maybe you pull forward just slightly. Again, you can use that breath to inhale, create space in the body, and as you exhale, moving deeper into the pose. Shoulders relaxed. Neck is in alignment with the remainder of the spine, so not putting a crease in the back of the neck or dropping the chin to the chest. One more round of breath here. And on your next exhale, just let your body collapse into the pose like a rag doll, chin to chest. Release any energy, effort you're holding your body up with. And now turn your hands to the earth. Use your hands to walk yourself up to a seated position. Chin stays to chest. It's the very last thing that lifts. Lift through your heart center. Then lifting the head. When you get to the top, take a big breath in. Exhale, sigh. And just take a moment to feel your body. Now slowly drop your chin toward your chest just slightly. Flutter your eyes open. Bring the soles of the feet to the earth. Scoot your hips forward to meet your heels, lying straight back. Once you get there, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little rock side to side over the spine. Now from here, we're going to take a bridge pose. Feet hips distance apart. Reach down, try to graze your heels with your fingertips. Roll your shoulders under just slightly. Hands can be palmed down into the earth. Take a breath in. As you exhale, press through all 4 points of your feet, lifting your hips to the sky. Again, keeping that core nice and engaged to protect the low back. If you get there and you feel like you need a little bit more, you can roll your shoulders under even more, interlace your fingers underneath you, and press your fists toward your heels. Keep your chin out of your chest. One more breath here. Release your hands. Lower down one vertebrae at a time, letting your hips be the last thing that touch the earth. Once they do, untuck your shoulders, again, hugging your knees into your chest. Now from here, take your left foot to the floor, cross your right ankle over your left knee, making a figure four. If this is enough, stay right here. If you need a little bit more, we're gonna move into reverse pigeon. Take a breath in. As you exhale, pull that left knee in toward the chest, reaching your right arm through the figure four space, hands underneath the left knee, slightly flexing your feet. One more breath here. And on your next exhale, slowly bring your left foot to the earth, then your right. Give yourself a little windshield wiper of the legs to work out any tension. And then when you're ready, coming back to center, cross the left ankle over the right knee, take a breath in, and maybe you pull that right leg in toward the chest if you need a little bit more. Flexing your feet, breathe. Keep your upper body relaxed. Couple more rounds of breath here. And then as you're ready, slowly release your right foot to the earth and the left. Again, a windshield wiper of the legs. This time, walk your feet out past your hips, pinky toe sides of the feet on the edges of your mat, and just let your knees rock side to side, letting the weight of the legs do all the work rather than forcing anything by pressing the legs down. One more time, each direction. And now just let your knees fall to the right there for a couple rounds of breath. Upper body is relaxed. Inhale, pull the knees to center, maybe walk your feet, and then exhale, let your knees fall to the left. Big round of breath here. And then slowly inhale the knees back to center, hugging the knees into the chest one more time. Take a breath in. As you exhale, pull the forehead up to the knees, round into a little ball. And then as you relax, relax your shoulders to the earth, then your feet. You can stay here if this feels good to you. You can move into Supta Baddha Konasana with the knees falling out like butterfly wings, or you can extend your legs out long, turning the palms up. So if you can spend about 5 minutes here in Shavasana, just breathing and letting your body sink into the earth, please take the time to do so. If you need to follow me, I want you to go ahead and reach your hands over your head, stretch from head to toe, take a big breath in. And as you exhale, roll to your right side, taking a transitional moment between mindfulness and awareness. And then with no rush, press into your hands, rising up to a comfortable seated position. Eyes heavy or eyes closed, tilting the tailbone back, shrugging the shoulders up to the ears, rolling the shoulders down and back, turn the palms up. And just take a moment to be present. Feel your breath. Compare the way you feel now to the way you started your practice. As you're ready, bring your hands to prayer hands or namaste hands, thumbs to your third eye. May your thoughts be encouraging. Bring your thumbs to your lips. May your words be kind. Bring your thumbs to your heart. May your heart be compassionate. As always, thank you so much for joining me on Breathe Yoga. Namaste.